Johnny Stoughton here for irishboxing.com with Conor Quinn. Even just this has been, it must be a 10th, 11th interview. Like, is it? It just shows you how big things are, isn't it? And
no, definitely. No, it's a whole different ball game whenever you're on these big shows. And obviously, you've got Queensberry and TNT behind you, and it just it's like a whole new level.
Yeah, and it's not even just on it. Like, it's co-main event, I assume. Yeah, like it. And do you feel the difference of that and the pressure it brings, or?
Yeah, well, not necessarily any pressure. It's just more of a buzz, buzz about the city. Obviously, with the big show being in the SSE Arena, and obviously, being the main Belfast fighter on the show, it sort of doesn't necessarily bring pressure, but it definitely does bring that more attraction and more eyes and things like that. But as a fighter, that's what I want.
Yeah, do you enjoy that?
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. These are the sort of shows and the nights that I've been chasing from I was maybe 7, 8 years old, and whenever I was a young kid wanting to be a professional boxer, I didn't know there was small hall shows. These are the shows that you see on TV, do you know what I mean? So now to be involved in them, and hopefully it's just sort of the start of what's to come.
And that's it. Like, it'll get bigger if you just keep winning, and I suppose that's the aim. Like, and you're saying you want to go through the titles properly, like so. And it's actually nice that they're starting there. Like, they're coming still, even though it's I don't want to not belittling it, but like usually they'd be looking for a world title, not a Commonwealth title. It just shows the investment.
Yeah, no, it does. It definitely does. It shows obviously the investment that they're willing to put in themselves and my journey, and then it also shows sort of the faith that they have in the Belfast fight fans as well. As obviously this is my first fight under Queensberry, and it's here in the SSE Arena, so shows that they obviously understand how much the Belfast fight fans support their fighters. They're going to all show up, and like I said, it's going to be the start of what's to come, and it's just down to me to keep winning and keep bringing these opportunities back and keep racking up the belts.
Yeah, and then on that, are you now transitioning from selling tickets to people to being like just Belfast in general, and how does that work? Like, or even for people outside of Belfast, is there like a special transition there, or is it just a natural thing?
No, it is. There is a transition. No, you can definitely see it, but for me personally, all the people that supported me along the way and they've showed up to the Europa Hotel every time I fought, things like that, I always will personally sell them their tickets, hand in hand, and it's good for me to be able to continue to do that, because obviously it's my first fight with Queensberry. Normally your first fight under a major promoter like that would be abroad in England or somewhere like that, so it's amazing for me to be able to go to these people that's been buying tickets every time I fought here in the Europa Hotel, and now say here, I've got your tickets here still, but this time it's the SSE Arena for a major title. So there definitely is a transition, but it's brilliant to watch.
Yeah, and is Frank laid out then, that like he's you're 2 feet in straight in, like, has he laid out the rest of the year, or like?
No, we haven't really spoken about anything like that. Just whenever I was speaking with Frank and Mark was speaking with Frank, we just said that, like you say, it's 2 feet in. That's what we said. We don't want any knockovers, any gimmicks, because we want to fight straight away for a major title against anyone. And they were sort of, I could see they were sort of surprised, but they loved it, you know what I mean? That's the way boxing should be, especially in the flyweight division where there's not as many of us around. People are too afraid to go in and put their record on the line, but what are you going to achieve by doing that? I think every one of us should be calling each other out, wanting to fight each other respectfully and getting in, and the winner moves on and the loser rebuilds and goes again.
And just on that, then, you have it is a tasty fight, isn't it? This it's a tasty card, but this is a really tasty fight.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. That's like the way I look at it is we're both undefeated. Neither of us know how to lose. There's a major title on the line and a major opportunity for the winner, so it's definitely a great fight.
What's that opportunity?
Well, whatever's next, you're a Commonwealth champion, you're ready to kick on. Obviously, as we were talking about there, I was made mandatory for the EBU, which is another title which I would always love to win, but full focus is just on the June 20th. Get that win, and then we'll see what comes in.
And no one has mentioned Jay Harris or discussed him, or
no, it's like obviously probably more so out of respect for myself. You don't want other names being sort of through at
there's us throwing it out.
Yeah, no, you just want to, no, but obviously, like for me personally, I wouldn't think about anyone else other than Conor Kelsall for the next, well, obviously for the next 2 weeks, but for the last 6-7 weeks as well.
And just with the cameras and all, is there well, you're an entertaining fighter as is, but is there a pressure to perform or put on a show, or?
No, well, as cliche as it sounds, whenever you get into that ring, you forget about all that. You know, it's just another day at the office, as they say. And like, obviously, you know that the cameras are there and the crowd's there, but if someone's try and punch your head in, you forget about all that. You just go into doing what you know how to do. So definitely it's a wee bit of pressure in terms of these sort of days, like the media days and things like that. But come fight night, it's all sort of back of the mind, and just go and do what you do.
And just the Frampton element, he recommended you to Frank and all. Like, have you talked to him, or did you keep in touch with him now? Or
yeah, no, just obviously I had to give my thanks to him, because realistically you couldn't have a better guy shouting your name.
Yeah.
I would dare say once Frampton mentioned your name to Frank Warren listened. So you know, obviously just send him a few messages just to say thanks very much. And then I seen him at the last Conlon boxing show in the Ulster Hall, and again, though, just obviously you can only give thanks to him, like, you know, and just shows the sort of the guy that he is. Obviously he's an unbelievable fighter, but he's still supporting the likes of myself on the way up, and you know, not many people would do that. Like.
And when you win a world title, he's gonna do Anto Kakacha part 2 of them celebrations.
Yeah, well, listen, I would absolutely love that. You know, and again, look at the celebrations when Kakachi won the world title, and it just sort of backs up what it just says there. You know, it's a testament to his character, and not only like he's what three-time 2-weight world champion. He could just go and sail off into the sunset, as many would, but he's not. He's still there and helping the likes of myself on the way up, and supporting the likes of Anthony Kakachi, and he's always said it, and it came true. So hopefully he says it about me and it comes true.
But that's a bit of Belfast boxing as well, isn't it? And just then, like, to have James and Colm on the bill too, and hopefully, I presume it would suit you if they got signed and they impressed.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think it was actually yourselves done the article about could that be the trio and keep bringing the shows back, the Queensbury shows back, and I think it could, because obviously we're all very talented and we're all good fighters and we've got big aspirations, but I think even with this show alone, look at the fights all three of us have accepted. I think we've just sort of proved that we're not just trying to get on these shows by getting ourselves on them or whatever. We're wanting the big fights on them. We want to say, right, got this platform, got this opportunity, give me the hardest fight possible at this stage, and no, I think with us doing that, the rewards will come, and I think people will take notice and say, right, get these guys on more shows, because they're not sort of taking people on, they're not selling tickets to a fight that they know that they're going to go out and look good and going to go out and win. This is real 50-50 fights, and the fight fans know that, and that's why they're going to come out in their numbers, and they're going to come out and support, and I feel that's the best way to continue to bring shows back to Belfast, is by giving the best shows.
Amen. We'll leave it at that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Conor. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Harry.